This movie is about dudes punching other dudes in the face. Please don't ruin it for me.
That's not what it's about.
This movie is about consumerism. There's like a Starbucks cup in every scene.
It's about man boys.
That too. The film is peppered with men whose fathers left them, or men without testicles.
This is Bob. Bob had bitch tits.
Okay. But it was about men who simply didn't know what to do with their life. They fight back, but being man boys, they do it immaturely, violently, incorrectly. They regress to an earlier form, childhood. The childhood they wanted but didn't have. They cause more chaos than harm than good. However, moviegoers were confused by the message of the film. They thought Tyler's message was actually the point.
Space monkey!
It wasn't the point. I'm Jack's complete lack of surprise. David Fincher and Edward Norton actually compared it to the film The Graduate in the sense that it talks about youthful dislocation. So that's entering the adult world without really having, you're out of sync, especially with the value system. At the beginning, we see the narrator numb, sleepwalking through life. Do you want me to deprioritize my reports until your status upgrade?
Yes, make those your primary action items.
Okay. I'm Jack's boring business mumbo jumbo. We see him staying up late at night, watching terrible commercials. Unable to sleep. This is Bob. Bob had bitch tits.
We're still men.
Yes, we're men. Men is what we are.
Do you wonder how it's weird that the important self-help group is the one about men without testicles?
Well, technically I have more of a right to be here than you. You still have your balls.
You're not in yet, Marla.
You mean I have to be this loser's alter ego?
You're not in yet either. You're only appearing subliminally in my mind right now.
Can we do that, like, subliminal mind fuck jump into frame thing?
Space monkey!
Don't make me get the lie!
All this is setting up as a man who's just inhabiting his life. A clever guy. Smart guy, you might say.
How's that working out for you?
What?
Being clever.
Great.
Keep it up then. Right up.
The thing that pushes him over the edge, as per usual, is a woman. If I had a tumor, I'd name it Marla. And like all man boys, he was impotent to do anything about it.
Then he meets me. Everything changes.
People are always asking me if I know Tyler Durden.
Soap. I make and I sell soap.
You have the exact same briefcase as me.
Hint numero uno.
I do the analysis, thank you.
Was it ticking? My suitcase was vibrating?
9 times out of 10, it's an electric razor, but
Yeah.
every once in a while,
It's a dildo.
of course it's a company policy to never imply ownership. Always use the indefinite article a dildo, not your dildo.
But, I don't own... If you notice, there's a lot of sex talk in this movie.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
So Brad Pitt didn't know. The director pulled Edward Norton to the side and actually told him, hit him for real.
Come on, do me this one favor.
This is fucking crazy. I'm gonna hit you?
That's right.
Like in the face or something?
I don't know. Surprise me.
This is fucking stupid.
You hit me in the ear, man!
Jesus, I'm sorry, dude.
No, that was perfect.
So now begins the relationship of a man with himself.
That's masturbation.
If you could fight anybody, who would you fight?
This is the first time this question is asked. It's asked again 2 more times. The rule of 3s.
Stop avoiding the question.
I'd fight my boss, probably.
Really?
Yeah, why? Who would you fight?
I'd fight my dad.
I didn't know my dad. I mean, I know him, but he left when I was 6 years old, married this other woman, had some other kids. I think he did this like every 6 years. He goes to a new city and has like a new family or something.
Fuckers setting up franchises.
We start getting a little deeper into the twisted psychology here, a generation of men raised by women. It's echoed a few times in the rest of the film, but it's really about abandonment. It isn't the woman at fault, it's the men who left. Right now the narrator is projecting his anger out at, his father in society through his boss. He made him the antagonist.
Later.
If you could fight anybody, who would you fight?
Shatner. I'd fight William Shatner.
Even later.
Okay, any historical figure.
I'd fight Gandhi.
Good answer.
Who would you fight?
Lincoln.
Lincoln?
Big guys, big reach. Skinny guys fight till they're burger.
Why are there so many dudes in my bathroom?
Guys, what do you wish you'd done before you died?
Paint a self-portrait. Build a house.
We have these two guys in the back seat, really kind of confused because their mentor is arguing with himself. Then the interesting thing is when the car flips, the narrator actually crawls out the driver's side, not the passenger side, even though he was seated there originally. So Tyler and the narrator are making their bonding and full assimilation, and Tyler actually knows that he's the alter ego, so he's trying to kind of take over without the narrator really understanding what's going on.
Welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Third rule of Fight Club. Someone yells stop, goes limp, taps out. The fight is over.
Fourth rule, only two guys to a fight. Fifth rule, one fight at a time, fellas. Sixth rule, no shirts, no shoes. Seventh rule, fights will go on as long as they have to. And the eighth and final rule of Fight Club is
If this is your first time
night
at Fight Club,
you have to
you have
fight.
to fight.
But the transformation took time. The two halves are trying to understand each other. What is this?
This is chemical burn.
The sick thing is, the narrator is the only one there. Tyler isn't.
This is your pain. This is your burning hand. It's right here. Look at it.
I'm going to my cave, and I'm going to find my power animal.
No! Don't deal with it the way those dead people do. If our fathers were models for God, and our fathers failed, what does that tell you about God? Listen to me. You have to consider the possibility that God does not like you. He never wanted you. In all possibility, He hates you. This is not the worst thing that can happen.
It isn't?
We don't need Him.
The sick thing about this is, it's really a love story of sorts.
That's fucked up.
He was pushed over the edge by you. Actually, his desires for you that he couldn't act on. But eventually he figures things out about himself and then tries to go about making things right.
Hey, I didn't choose to be some loser's alter ego.
You're insane.
No, you're insane. Would you like to say anything to mark the occasion? I'm sorry?
Still can't think of anything.
Ah, flashback humor. Space Monkey!
I just want you to watch my videos.